Hey, it's Marshall from Going Gear, and today we're going to take a look at one of my favorite pieces of gear, the Vargo Titanium Hexagon wood stove. It's a wood burning stove, as you'll see pretty obviously here in just a second. Comes in a nice case. I'll stick that to the side for just now. Here's the stove itself. You can see it folds up nice and compact. Titanium, weighs only a few ounces, so not a whole lot of extra bulk or weight in your pack. And folds up, so we're just assembling it now. You'll see there's a little slot there that a tab on the bottom part goes into, and there's another one over here that actually clips into place. So you can see this tab right here goes into that slot, and that one will actually snap into place. And this is the door here where you can add in fuel as you go along. It's raised up a little bit off the ground so you can get some good airflow underneath, get more oxygen going into the fire. So we'll set that on the ground, open up the little door, and we're going to put some really small twigs in there that I gathered out of my yard. Basically, you want to use stuff as small as possible. Obviously, this thing isn't going to be burning some giant oak logs, so I got some really small stuff. You really don't want to use anything larger than your finger. Honestly, anything as big as your finger is probably too big for this guy. So use little small stuff and you'll have better luck. Okay, we got it zoomed in so you can see me load this thing up a little bit better. We're going to put in some birch bark first. Just use that to get the fire going. And we're going to stick some of those smaller twigs on top of that, and then some slightly larger stuff on top of that. As you can tell, I'm not being too careful about building this thing. You still do want a little bit of space in between all the stuff so you can get good airflow, but basically I'm just cramming stuff in there right now. You don't really want it coming over the top, so you can stick stuff on top of there. You can stick your stainless steel mug or whatever you want to boil water in there, or your pot. So we're going to have that, get that kind of all in there, and then we're going to get it lit, see how this thing does. Alright, so we've got a little permanent match here. Going to use it to get it going. I like these because it helps keep my finger away from the fire once it gets going. Just get that lit, get it started. Alright, now that we have a nice little sustained fire going, we're going to show you how you can actually use this thing. As you notice, I had to move the camera back a little bit because my my fire got a little frisky. So if you have something like, say, the Vargo Titanium bottle that is a smaller size than would fit in there, you can see you have these slots on here. So you could actually take something like some tent stakes and just lay them across in those slots. And then you have a nice little platform for something like your titanium bottle. So we'll take the lid off because we don't exactly want it exploding. Got water in there, you set it right on there, and you could use that to boil your water, cook your food, whatever you want to do with it. But just so you can see it a little bit better, we are going to use one of the stainless steel space saver cups that we sell, the ones that nest right onto the bottom of an Nalgene. We're going to use that just so you can see the water boiling a little bit better. So we'll take those tent stakes off. We're going to take a stainless steel cup, put some water in it. We will put 12 ounces in it. And then put it on there. We'll see how long it takes it to boil. Alright, as you can tell, I've got a nice roiling boil going on now. I figure you guys wouldn't want to watch water boil, so I didn't make you watch that. It's been about 6 minutes. I've just been adding fuel and stoking the fire as necessary. One thing I will note is that when you open it, use a twig or something, because after the fire's been going, the titanium can get really hot. I got the stove emptied out, let the fire die down and everything, but it's still kind of roasty toasty, so I'm going to use some branches to handle it. Just wanted to show you can get some kind of cool patterns of color going on in the stove itself, because titanium, one of its properties is that it gets anodized by heat. So you get some kind of cool bluish, purplish colors going on depending on how hot it gets. You can see kind of the same thing on the bottom. Try not to touch it because, like I said, it's still pretty warm. So that is the Vargo Titanium Hexagon wood stove. If you have any questions, you can reach us in the comments or at goinggear.com. If you like the stove, you can get it from us at goinggear.com. And if you like the videos, be sure to subscribe. Put new ones out all the time.